That's frosting in my bedroom. Living the life. So yesterday I was making French macaroons for the very first time. I like them. And I have leftover frosting in my bedroom because I'm eating it. You cannot judge me. If you're baking and you do not eat the rest of the frosting that's left over, you are not human. If you want to see the picture of my wonderful, pretty pink macaroons that I made, I posted them on Instagram. You should check them out. I have the link on the screen around here to follow me or whatever it is that it's called on Instagram. I'm an Instagram noob, so. All right, down to business. Oh, hi, kitty. I guess it's not business time. It's kitty time. Kitty. It's a kitty. Oh, do you want to say hi? Say hi. This is Rosie. She's my baby. And you're going to be a good girl and not chew on everything in my bedroom, right? Right? I love you anyway. Okay, now, for what we are here for, just as it said, was that English? Grammar. What was I saying? Oh, as the title says, today is a first impression. I'm so excited. I'm going to be doing a first impression on Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin Transforming Foundation. This is fairly new. I haven't seen too much stuff on it, but I like Maybelline. I love foundation, and anything that's better for your skin, I'm all for. So I have high hopes for this foundation. I have it in the lightest shade they have, which is 10 Porcelain. Oftentimes, I am so pale that many foundations don't come in a shade correct for me. Even high-end sometimes doesn't come in pale enough shades for me. So I hope this one works. It sure makes it easy for when I am looking for foundations, because I'll just go to the very lightest shade they have and be like, cross my fingers. So I'm never like, which shade am I in between? I don't have that problem. Count your blessings. As you can see on my face, I have some discoloration and acne that is healing right now. It was, you know, it exploded during that time that your face explodes. My acne hasn't been this bad in a very long time, so I thought that doing a foundation routine would be a good time to try out a foundation because I have stuff to cover up. All right, let's begin. I have washed my face. The only thing I have on it right now is my Aveeno Positively Radiant moisturizer. It has SPF of 30 in it. I wear this every day. And then I also have some lip balm, which is this lip butter by Nivea, which is the Caramel Cream Kiss, which isn't my favorite. My favorite is the Rose and Raspberry, but they were all out of it and I cannot live without this lip balm. I can't. I'm gonna be applying it with two different applicators, is the word. I knew I'd find it. The first is my buffing brush from Real Techniques. I know a lot of people have this. It's easy to get. It's at like all the drugstores and it's cheap too. Same with this Real Techniques beauty blender sponge thing, which I also love. And I usually use this beauty blender the majority of the time. I used to use this all the time, but then I fell in love with this guy. So we're gonna use both, this one and this one. First it says to shake it up, so I'm gonna shake it real good. I think that's good. Oh, I need to take off this. Come on! There's gotta be better packaging than this, I'm telling you. If you just pull down. Just pull down. Ha! I beat you! First off, because I was having so much issues with this stupid plastic and opening it, I'm going to talk a little bit about the packaging. I think it's really nice packaging. It's one of my favorite packaging that they have in drugstore. It's probably one of the nicest ones. The bottle is glass I don't like glass because it isn't travel friendly, it can shatter, and I drop things anyway, even when I'm not traveling. And it has its cap, and it has a, I was gonna say a squirter, but that's wrong. What are you called? A pump! It has a pump! And I love pumps because it makes it sanitary, and you know how much you're squirting every time, so you don't use too much product. It's good all the way around. Comes out pretty easily. I did 2 squirts there. The first one wasn't a full pump, so I did another one. I think it will be a good match. It's liquidy, but it's kind of moussey because it's not going all over the place like my L'Oreal True Match would. This is a lot thicker than that, so I hope it doesn't look cakey, but that's a good thing that it might have good coverage. So let's see. So first, I'm going to use my Real Techniques buffing brush. I'm going to dip that into the product and go on this side. I just stipple it on. I stay around this area because that's where I have most of my acne and dark pigmentation marks and all that stuff. And then after I stipple it on, I just buff it in. Get it into all the crevices. It looks a little thick, a little cakey than I would like. The coverage is good though. I'm getting a little bit more for my forehead. I don't smell anything, so that's good. Because I know some super stay, like Revlon and stuff, have really strong chemical scents to them, which burns my eyes. So there we have it. From this side. And this side. It looks a lot better. Looks really smooth. You can still see my acne mark popping out. That's not covered. As you can see, it looks a little cakey, like it's going into all of my marks and stuff on my skin. It's not laying over it to smooth it out or anything. It's a good shade. It matches me perfectly. So I'm gonna go back into the rest that's on here and cover up this spot, see if I can build up the coverage there. I'm looking into my viewfinder, so I'm sorry I'm not looking into the camera. It's not really covering it up, is it? It's really strange because it's this odd mixture of smoothness and not smoothness at the same time. That could just be this Real Techniques buffing the buffing brush, because things do tend to be a little bit cakier with this kind of a applicator than the sponge, which kind of picks up product and leaves you a little bit more natural. So let's try my sponge next and see if maybe it does any better. So once again, I'm going to do 2 pumps. I'm going to dip it in to the flat side, just that much. I'm going to concentrate it down here while I have my breakouts. You know, in what little reviews I saw, some people were saying that it was full coverage, and it seems like it has a lot of coverage until I get to somewhere that needs coverage, and then it's not doing anything. Just now putting a little bit extra where I have my marks. So my face definitely looks better, more evened out and everything. You can definitely tell I have foundation on, which I'm not a huge fan of that look. And usually if I have that look going on, I expect it to cover a little bit better than this. It's still good coverage because my marks were pretty red and everything. So it's not full coverage, but I would say it's a good medium coverage foundation. It looks great on the camera, but in real life, I can definitely see the foundation. And I don't have dry skin, but it's kind of looking dry around this area, like it's sunk in to all of my imperfections. And I normally don't wear primer, so that's not a problem I usually have even without primer. So far it's not my favorite foundation, but a lot of times when I try a foundation, the more I use it, I like it more because I kind of learn how to use it a little bit better. Maybe I'll use this for filming because it does look really great on camera, but not so great in person. So maybe if you are having a special event or something, you would want to use this foundation because it does have SPF of 15. So that means you won't have any flashback and it looks good on camera, so you won't have any problems. This would be a really good picture taking or video taking foundation, I think. So I think I'll get good use out of that for when I'm taking videos and making YouTube videos, but it's not something that you'll see me wearing every day. I'm going to continue using this foundation because it says that you'll notice a better difference in your skin in 3 weeks. So I'm going to try and make a September favorites at the end of this month and talk about this foundation and let you know if I like it anymore, if I've learned tricks about using it, if it's grown on me, if it did make my skin look better. So make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss out on that video or any of my future videos or past videos. And like this video if you liked it. I'll see you next time. I'm gonna go eat my frosting. Bye.